You're about to discover something most people never notice about the individuals who refuse to follow trends. By the end of this video, you'll understand what's really going on in their minds, why they move differently from the crowd, and why their behavior is often misunderstood, judged, or quietly annihilated. This isn't about fashion trends or social media hype. This is about psychology, identity, and power. Picture this. A new trend explodes overnight. Everyone is talking about it, wearing it, posting it, repeating the same opinions. And then there's that one person who doesn't participate. They don't criticize it loudly. They don't praise it either. They simply opt out. No explanation, no justification, just silence. Most people assume one of two things about this person. Either they think the person is insecure and afraid to fit in, or they assume the person is trying too hard to be different. Both assumptions are usually wrong. To understand people who don't join trends, you need to first understand how trends work on the human brain. Trends are not about preference, they're about safety. When humans see many others doing the same thing, the brain interprets it as low risk. Following the crowd reduces uncertainty. It signals belonging. For most people, that feeling of belonging is deeply comforting. Now here's where the psychology shifts. People who consistently avoid trends tend to have a different internal reference system. Instead of asking, "What are others doing?" their mind asks, "Does this align with me?" Their decisions are filtered internally, not socially. This doesn't make them superior. It makes them independent. One of the strongest traits found in non-trend followers is a high tolerance for social friction. They are comfortable being slightly misunderstood. They can sit with the discomfort of not being validated immediately. Most people underestimate how rare this is. The average person adjusts behavior subconsciously just to avoid subtle disapproval. People who don't follow trends feel that same pressure. They just don't let it decide for them. Another key trait is identity clarity. Trends work best on people who are still constructing who they are. When identity is unstable, external signals become guides. When identity is stable, external signals become optional. People who don't chase trends usually have a strong sense of self, even if they can't fully explain it. They know what feels right and what feels performative. There's also a slower relationship with stimulation. Trends are fast. They're loud. They spike attention and emotion quickly. Non-trend followers often process information more deeply and more slowly. They're less reactive. While others rush to participate, they observe. While others seek novelty, they seek meaning. This makes them appear detached, but in reality, they're selective. Interestingly, these individuals are often ahead of cultural shifts, not behind them. Because they're not emotionally invested in fitting in, they can see patterns earlier. They notice when enthusiasm feels forced. They sense when something is inflated rather than valuable. Many innovators, artists, and leaders were once labeled out of touch simply because they didn't move with the crowd. However, this mindset comes with a cost. Not joining trends can feel isolating. It can create distance in conversations and social spaces built around shared hype. That's why some people suppress this instinct and force themselves to participate anyway. The ones who don't are usually those who value internal peace over external approval. Here's the crucial point most people miss. Not following trends is not passive. It's an active psychological stance. It requires self-trust. It requires the willingness to be early, late, or never involved at all. And it requires emotional regulation strong enough to resist the pull of collective excitement. So the next time you notice someone who doesn't jump on what everyone else is doing, don't rush to label them. They may not be rejecting the trend. They may simply be loyal to something deeper, their own internal compass. This is Red Psychology, and understanding people starts with questioning the obvious.